The siding's almost done, but winter is coming. So this weekend, we're wrapping up the outside and firing up the inside. Welcome to Camp Jevin.
All right, continuing on our log cabin journey. You got a log cabin, you got to have a wood stove, right? So we just this morning purchased a drolet or drolet, depending on which YouTube video you watch, wood stove, an Escape 1500. And we've got to get it from this U-Haul trailer up to that porch so we can get it inside. It weighs over 300 pounds. It's not a huge wood stove, but more than Jen and I can handle. So we're gonna put it in the tractor bucket here and try to securely fasten it in there and use that as our forklift of sorts. So wish us luck. Inside. Pretty exciting.
Looks so good.
No major issues bringing it in here, so that was nice. We have to figure out kind of what we're going to do for a pedestal, and then you need a non-flammable stove pad that goes under where the purple line is right now. And then we're going to do double insulated stovepipe up to there, so we got to measure how much stovepipe we need to buy. Then we'll do a few cure tests to cure the paint. Then we should be ready to go for winter.
This couldn't come at a more perfect time because the nights in Minnesota are starting to get really chilly. So we're gonna make sure we stay super warm this winter.
All right, so I am under our crawl space. And as you can see back here, we recently had a pressure tank installed for our well, so that's really exciting. Getting closer to having running water here. And now I am just measuring for our bathroom where we can have the drains for our toilet and for our shower, since we don't want them to interfere with these floor joists. So right now there's a hole up there conveniently in the wall, and Jen has put a piece of trim down that, so I can just measure from that and bring those measurements upstairs, and then we'll know exactly where the drains can be. Easy peasy. All right, so I've translated my measurements from downstairs to the floor here. So we can see that a toilet with a 6-inch rough-in would work, and also a toilet with a 10-inch rough-in would also work right there. We might do the 6-inch, those are less common, but we would just have more room in our small bathroom. Then we can also see for our shower, we got one with the center drain, and it looks like that will clear. So we'll have, that's good, because we didn't really think about that. You could order different areas of where you want your drain, and we just ordered the center one, but it looks like it worked out for us. So whew, onward and upward. taking a break. We just got a big portion of the siding done. So now we just have to go back through and do the last piece on the top. So that's the most challenging piece, but
Making a lot of progress already today, which is really nice.
Yeah, it's great. We did a fair amount of the siding, but what was the issue we ran into?
We're about 5 pieces short. So we have just about 40 feet or so that isn't covered yet. So we need to order more pieces, which the first time we ordered took about 2 to 3 weeks. So we might have a bit of delay until we can finally say we're wrapped on that project.
Luckily, the side that's not completely done is not facing the road, so looks done from the road and shouldn't be too hard once we get those extra pieces.